into it. All right, y'all. It's 5 p.m. on a Wednesday. That means it's time for the Chichi show. We are here at Rec Philly. Shout out to Rec Philly. As you can see, my right-hand man is not here today. You know, he was having some difficulties, so he's not here today. Shout out to Yo Astro and the whole AVR gang. They will be here next week. Yeah. I'm your host, Chi. You know, Chichi _Mejias. You can catch me on all platforms. Make sure y'all tap in, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. We got OG Benny in the building today. Big guest, big OG.
What's up, Chillin'?
What's up?
Chillin'.
Like
Finally
a villain?
here. You know I don't be doing these joints, but you actually
I know, this is an honor. I had to, I was excited for this one.
So I'm here, man.
I ain't booked nobody else said you got the whole day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, yeah, he got the whole day, y'all. And then we got Chubb Montega in the building.
Mm-hmm.
What's up? You know, I got tongue piercing. You know, fuck me up a little. What's up with you? Nice surprise to have you on the show.
Yeah.
Great to meet you. All that good shit. Alright, y'all. I like to start my interviews off with doing a little recap of my week. So, shout out to Team Ghostly who had their show at the Fire on Friday. It was a dope experience. Mickey J, Keith Freeman, Fran Daddy, Zamula, and a couple other artists that we are definitely going to tap into. So make sure y'all stay tuned and stay tuned for the footage and stuff because we definitely got some footage for y'all. Takeover Files also had their showcase. Shout out to Lito and all the members over there. Y'all did an amazing job from what I see. I did into the building a little late. But, from what I seen, y'all was killing the thing. Y'all had a packed house. It was a great experience. After that, my night went to shit. So we're not even going to talk about it. But yeah, shout out to the ones who made it great. You feel me? That was my weekend. What y'all get into?
I didn't really do too much this weekend. I kind of chilled. I did some work for somebody for some socks, and I just kind of fell back this weekend, just preparing for what we got coming up. So I chilled. I ain't really do too much.
Yeah, me neither. I've really been, getting back into recording and shoot videos and promoting. So I'm easing my way back into the music scene. I mean, that's why Benny brought me along so I could start going on my promo run. So.
Okay. Well, we definitely gonna tap into you too. Man, you don't know what you just got yourself into, do you?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Oh, he ready.
This ain't my first time around the block.
Okay, period. Shout out to Paul, my man Chubb, see in the comment. Shout out to everybody else that's tapped in. I also like to start off my shows with a little drip check. So I'll start it off for you today. OG, you recognize this hoodie?
That hoodie hot.
Y'all see it. This is a vintage, classic. You ain't got this. You ain't got this. So yeah, roll up, gas, gang hoodie, Shout out to where it came from. And then what we got under here? I think this is AVR Motorsport. Gotta represent.
Okay.
AVR, make sure y'all tap in the magic on hat. And then some AVR yoga pants that I actually got made. So shout out to Astro for hooking these joints up for me. If you need some stuff made, make sure you go tap in. And then we just got some classic white Air Forces, Real chill, hair not done, but we did something with them.
Yeah.
We did something. What you got on?
Oh, man, I gotta stay in the gas, man. I got the gas, plain gas tee
Represent
on.
always.
Some good jeans and some false teeth white Air Forces, man.
Period.
Regular stuff, man. Nothing major.
What you got on?
Decent YSL glasses. Little Budweiser shirt. Saucony's white jeans.
Calm down.
Yeah, relax.
Period.
Relax
I like
fits.
it. Relax fits.
Yeah, relax fits.
Alright, y'all. So again, we got OG Benny and Chubb Montega in the building. So
Sure.
let's start off with OG Benny. I like to start off with getting to know who you are before OG Benny. So talk to me about a little OG. Where you from? How you grew up? What you get into?
I'm from Erie Avenue, 13th from Pike, half and half, 13th from Pike, and 16th from Diamond. It's back and forth. I just was regular like everybody else, just a neighborhood kid. Didn't have to do some of the things that I did. My parents wasn't rich and all that, but it was sustainable for certain things. But I just like regular kid. I wanted more. Got outside, but I didn't jump right into the bad shit. Like I was the collect cans, sweep the barbershop boy, wash a car. I was that type of boy. So I always found a way to get some money. So I was always looked at like a hustler. Like, you know what I'm saying? I always found a way to get me $1. So that was little me. And then as I got older, you know how it is. You want more. You start seeing things. You start getting influenced by the people around you. And I jumped in the pool, and that's how that went.
Okay. How about you? Where you from? All that.
I'm from the Badlands. From 11th and Indiana, I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm from 10th and Clearfield. But my block is 11th and Indiana. So I'm from the Badlands. I grew up in a crazy time. You know, like, I mean, what y'all see as Kensington today is what my area was when I grew up.
That was the first Kensington.
Right.
So you was running around that joint when it was just like,
yeah,
it was just a neighborhood for you.
Yeah, that was like what they see when they come outside today was a norm for, you know, kids like me growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I come up in a hard area, which is the other side of his area.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hand in hand, that shit go hand in hand. Like, but, you know, I started rapping when I was like 11, 12 years old. And I ventured off in a lot of different things. Like, I didn't only rap. Like, I participated in many activities. Like, it just wasn't rap, but rap was the thing that I stuck with throughout my time. Like, but
where did you think you was gonna go? Like, as a child,
I mean,
it was
I didn't
what?
have no set destination because, you know, a lot of us didn't think we was gonna make it to where we at.
21 years old.
You know what I'm saying? So I never even thought I would even be at the age that I'm at from how we grew up. And a lot of the stuff that you know, the situations that I put myself in, that people put me in, I never thought that I would even get to where I'm at. But thank God that I'm here and I'm still going and trying to get to the destination that I'm trying to reach throughout my journey. But I've been through a lot of things. We all say we've been through a lot of things. And as you asked, I don't know what my set destination was. I could have been a pro boxer. I could have been a pro swimmer.
Yeah,
I could have.
had
You know what I
outlets.
mean? It was. I could have played football. I could have probably played basketball if we had the resources today that we had back then. But rap was just like always peace for me. Like, it always brought ease to my life, and I just so happened to be good at it. So I just stuck with it. I can't leave this shit alone. I'm about to curse, but I can't leave it alone.
I mean, you did say when you came back in here, that you was coming, what did you say, back out of retirement or something like that?
No, not out of retirement, because I never retired. But I'm saying you know,
I've been on
a hiatus.
He likes to turn into a bear. He likes to go hibernate.
Yeah, because I got everything with me. Like, it's not to perfection, but everything has to be laid out for me to go in the right direction. Like, I can't just, you know, step into something and then, oh, this ain't right, or that ain't right, or I don't have this, because life be life, and like we keep saying, you know what I'm saying, life catch up with me. I'm a father of 4. I have a real wife. I got real responsibilities. I don't just dedicate my life 100% to music, which I want to, but it's things that come before that. And me as a man, I have to respect those things before I jump into what I want to do, because I have other people to put in front of me. But this shit, I can't leave it alone. Like, I'm doing this. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to start being more active with putting music out, because I've been on my social media page just figuring that out, like learning how to push
social
content.
Media itself is something else, yeah.
Yeah, because, you know, we come up, we was the guinea pigs of this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? They tested it out on us, but the kids that come after us or after me, they masters of it. They know how to do everything on it. Like, I know I have my limits to what I know how to do on it. I know it's useful to me and how to utilize certain things, but I don't know the whole use of social media.
Like,
I'm
everything it
still
can
learning.
do, the full capacity. No, I feel you on that. OG, what made you pick up well, how did you get into music?
I used to, I was an artist. I used to like really chase rap. We had a group in the neighborhood called the Eamsters. You had major figures on this side of Broad Street. Then you had us, which was the Eamsters. Then you had Hollow Man, and then it was the Paper Chasers. So it was like a triangle thing, like in the neighborhood. So we all was cool, but we all had our own like group type things. Like Major Figures was the ones that like they left. You know what I mean? They left. Paper Chasers with Hollow Man and them, they bubbled, got to a certain level. We bubbled and got to a certain level, but our problem was we kept going to jail. Like we was never all home at the same time. And if we were all home at the same time, it was like, oh shit, we all home, but everybody was trying to catch up. So wasn't nobody thinking about music. You feel what I'm saying? So once people got settled, then we could start doing music, people was getting locked up again. So it was like, me, I always was the type to be like, I'm going to the studio tonight at 7. I let niggas know at 12 o'clock. Because whether y'all go or not, I'm going. So I was like really dedicated to being an artist. I had management. I did the whole Power 99, 103. I did all that shit. So with me, it was more so outside started getting better for me. And it started getting better and better. And I kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the studio tomorrow. It's cool. And I would do shit like book hours and don't even go to the studio because it was like, nah, I think I'm gonna stay here. Like, you know what I mean? And as I looked, time was going by and I wasn't as focused on it and I was catching those stupid cases and all that. Then after that time, I was like, you know what? I was getting older. I didn't have the passion to run around and chase it. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just chill. So I just knew that I could take my energy and me knowing how to help other people and put people in certain situations. That's when I transitioned into the management and you know, the shows and just doing other things in the background. So I felt as though that was better for me, and it works for me. I like it. I like to help
like
people.
This side more
yeah,
than
I
being...
do. But I get the itch. I'll go in the studio every now and then and you know, do my thing because it's never going to leave. I could be 70 and just like, you know what, I'm going to go drop a freestyle. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's therapy and fun, but it's not a thing of me. I don't want no deal or none of that type of stuff. I'm trying to do what I can to help these guys, even if they don't get a deal, just some type of place where they can be above where they at and feed their family and do what they want, even if it ain't from rap. If they use rap to where Chubb get his clothing line going, or Chubb get the money to get one of his daughters popping nail salon or something, whatever it's going to do, my thing is to try to enhance and help the guys around me do that. You feel what I'm saying? So I kind of like this side a lot more than the artist side. Now the artist side is people my age now that are coming back out, that are rapping and putting music out. So now it's like a thing of now it's just like sometimes I think about it, but I'd rather stay focused on what I got going on. I kind of like this side better.
I mean, you do have the Washed Up Old Head series going on.
That's
what number are we on right now?
14.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like them.
We on 14.
I like them. I like the Washed Up Old Head series.
Yeah, we on 14.
So how long do you think you're gonna keep those going? As long as
Actually, I just stopped it at 14. I'm about to do a. It's been in the works. We just really got to pick the songs. I probably got like 42 records. Yeah.
To do what?
That I just was recording.
And you gonna do what with them?
Probably pick out 8 and put out the Washed Up Old Head joint.
He make me mad. So you got 42 and you only gonna give us 8?
You can't go record a set amount of the set amount that you're gonna put on the project. You got to record to see, you know, what you got to grab out of there.
And they let me interject on that. He not wrong, but see, I got a different cycle with that because me, I like to make my music as like a movie. So I like pick the theme of the tape, and then I'll just stick to that. So if it come out with 8 songs or 10 songs, or I might over record the songs, but I'll try to stick within the theme of whatever my tape is about. So like he's saying he about to put out a tape for Washed Up Old Head. He done made 42 songs for this shit. But I think it's
But it wasn't the songs wasn't like, all right, I'm gonna start Washed Up Old Head and record these songs. It just came in the mix of just recording.
Right.
And it was certain the freestyles that I was putting on the gram was just for that, but like the original records, we was putting them into the side. So it was just like, all right, these joints is piling up now. So it's like now we can go start listening to them and see
so
what
you got a fucking a 9-disc EP.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, either way, I'm intrigued.
We want 8 songs though.
Shit, I want the whole 42, but I'll take the 8. I'll take the 8. You know, I'll take something. I'll take something.
It's just the itch. I just love the music. I'm always gonna love music. I'm always gonna love it. If I get the itch to go do it, I'm just gonna go do do. Shout out to my man DJ Revolver, man.
Yeah, shout out to Revolver.
25 plus years, man. I call him. I want to come record. I'm here.
You want to do it?
I'm here.
Yep.
So he just told us that he's gonna drop the tape soon. What you got coming up as far as music?
Well, me, I'm trying to figure out how to break.
Hold on, cause you
No,
got
no.
something, cause
Yeah,
so I'm sure he did.
Yeah, do it.
See, that's the thing. He know my clip is loaded. Like I'm not.
So I asked you the same thing. What you waiting for?
That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
My direction that I'm going in now is just putting singles out
Okay.
as much as I can, because I don't know what the people like. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not one dimensional. I don't have that one style like everybody else got. Like most of the artists in Philly today and Philly culture anyway, they pick the one beat, the one style of beat, and they just use that same flow and cadence. I don't do that because I come from the old ways where you had to be
versatile
and you had to actually be able to have skill with your creativity. Not saying that they don't have skill, but this shit given to them. You know what I'm saying? Like with me, we had to earn with the era that I come up in. We had to earn everything. Motherfuckers had to tell you was hot. You had to get verified by real people and not a fucking $4.99 subscription.
Yeah, but I try to tell him all the time. A lot of times I try to tell him is that, like, when you listen to his music, it don't sound like nobody else. It doesn't, like, this is just, you'll hear it yourself. It's just when you hear it, it's not, you hear certain artists, you may enjoy their work, but it's like, he remind me of such and such, or he got a little sound. You don't hear that with him. And this is what I be trying to tell him, like, he makes like wave, now Future music is like wave type music.
Yeah. It's like
That's the type of music he make, but it's more in tune with the street and real life and emotion. So I tell him all the time, just give him a minute to catch the wave. You feel what I'm saying? But he has the other side of the skill set too, where he can rap. He can really rap. So this is what I tell him, like, listen, they know your wave. You've been doing this shit for years. Rap now. Just rap. This is what I tell him now. Just rap.
And it's not like I'm new. Like, I've been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, when
I actually heard your name a few times. This is the first time we meeting you.
It's just like he said before, when I was picking up the pen and playing with it, I had everything that I wanted at one point from running around in the street. So, like, during the DVD era and all that shit, I never really entertained it for real, because to be a rapper was like corny for real. We like the figures and all of them made that shit cool for us to do it. So going from corner to corner, street to street, battling and they made that shit cool. Like when I was in high school and Gillian, Speed, and all them, and they was doing it.
They made niggas feel like it's possible.
Like it's possible, right? They made us feel like it's possible, and we took a liking to it and kept going.
Yeah.
But like I said, once I hit the bricks on my own time, I put that shit on the back burner and start going this way and indulging in street activity. But later on in my life, not too late, but late enough to the point where I sat down and said, I don't really do this shit. Like, I don't know why I never really sat down and really took it serious. And it's probably because my previous incidents with me trying to take it serious, they all went bad. Like, it wasn't something that I could see myself benefiting from because of the people that was over top of me, overseeing me and guiding me. It was a fucked up situation. But now I surrounded myself around Benny and others that believe in me just as well as I do. And I feel like I still got a chance to take it to the next level. Do I want to be Jay-Z? No. If I'm cool with being a Dave East or a Millie's or them type of guys. I'm cool with that. If my career excels past that, so be it. But I know what my ceiling is, and I know what I'm looking to capture. I ain't looking to be a billionaire. I'm looking to just make some money off of the time that I spent in this shit.
And to be comfortable.
Yeah, that's the
Take care of
the end goal. Yeah.
That's what basically what rap is now. Rap has turned into the promotion for other things. It used to be vice versa. Now it's like you use your rap, you use your music to turn people on to your merch, to turn people on to your other businesses, to turn people on. That's what the music is used for now, because when you look at a lot of artists who are not here and they're here, a lot of them make their money off of the things outside of music. So that's what music is turned into now. So if you make good enough music where you can get you 300-400 dedicated people, if you know how to manipulate and do things surrounded in those people, they're going to grow. But you can make your money in the midst of that.
Well, since we already on branding and merch and money, you got Gas Gang Clothing.
Yeah, we have Gas Station Clothing.
Tell us about that and how that came about.
So shout out to my little cousin Stro. Gas Station Clothing came about, and my man Mill. We partners. All three of us are partners. It basically came about. We was we was just smoking and we was chilling one day, and Stro was just saying like, we need like a marijuana apparel, like, and I'm just like, I didn't think about that, and we started seeing some images. We went on this website, started seeing these images, and they was just like, they was cool as shit. We was like, oh shit, like these joints look like nice. So we started playing around with it and flirting with it, and then it just meshed in with the music also too. Once we met Chubb and all, and everything just meshed together. So we had already had the paperwork with the Gas Station Entertainment to put everything under it. So it was just fell in line perfectly. So that's where the idea came from, and it just expanded, man. We formed this Voltron, and like, see, the thing with people understand, I don't know if they understand how it is over here. And a lot of people may look at me like I run shit, or I'm like the guy, or no, I'm just the oldest over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just the oldest one. And I do respect the fact, I respect these guys as men, fathers, and men first before the rappers or any of that. You know what I'm saying? So outside of that, it's like everybody's here their own boss. Chubb has his own clothing line. That he's probably about to bring it back out. Chubb got his own clothing line. Chubb he goes to work, provides for his family. Prezi has his own clothing line. He provides for his family. Kels has his own clothing line. He does what everybody is their own boss. So what people don't understand, it's not a bunch of guys that just got together because they do music. No, it's a bunch of bosses that got together that put everything on the table, and we all help each other in whatever facet that we can to build this brand. And we take this shit serious. This is not no, oh yeah, we Gas Gang, we just rap and smoke weed and have fun. No, we take this shit serious because we do events, we do shows. We done lost money trying to do podcasts and shows and events and trying ideas. We on the phone going spitball and trying to come up with certain things. Sometimes we don't do it, but it's just the intrigue of the ideas of trying to have and do more. So that's what we focus on. We don't get involved in none of this book. Don't fuck around though. But we don't get involved in that. We don't want the trouble. We want the bag. That we try to find the ways to get it, and that's what we focus on. We don't care about nothing else nobody got going on or what y'all doing. We wish everybody the best, and there's people outside the family that everybody got different relationships with, and we everybody's cool with that. So that's how it is. So when you know we coming in the building or we doing something, you know that it's love in the air. It's good vibes in the air. Now, if you decide to go beyond that, that's on you. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? But we don't bring that energy. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we focus on. We focus on trying to build and trying to make sure we all can take care of our families. That's what we focus on. We ain't worrying about no chains. Niggas done had chains, and I'm sure Chubb had 1,000 chains, and we done had cars and chains. We done did all this shit.
It's crazy that you mentioned that, man, because all these motherfuckers look the same. Everybody wear the same clothes.
Especially
all the girls got the same hair.
Especially the females. I love the females, but
there's no individuality.
Like we had.
I'm so tired of these Sheen outfits.
Yeah. My thing is this: do what makes you comfortable, right? But stay within your circumference of what makes you comfortable. Don't. Because if you doing something that somebody else is doing to feel comfortable, you're not comfortable. You're just passive.
And you want to look odd the whole time.
Yeah, you're going to look. People can see it. People can see it. You don't look. We can look and see you don't look comfortable.
Yeah. We can
But,
tell.
I wish everybody the best. That's my thing. I don't have the energy to hate on nobody or to none of that. You do what you do because without
Except for pull
I
up
just
to
want
your
the culture to
events
show.
and some fucked up sneaks.
please don't come to
Yeah, we heard
yeah.
about the shoe cam.
This is
Oh, that's you?
It's Mr.
Oh, yeah.
Bad Ladies
We
himself
heard,
right
we heard
here.
about that shoe cam. Hey, May 18th, make sure y'all are
don't come in there with
Look,
the
2
feet.
fingers prepared.
Yeah, don't come in there with no bad feet. See, this is the thing. We don't care about the jury because we already know that with the jury game.
Shit.
So do y'all thing on the foolery. We don't care about that. Don't come in there with them feet like that, man. It's May 18th. You can put up $3 a day and get you a pair of sneakers.
$3 a day
18th,
will
man.
get you a good
Don't
pair of
come in there
sneakers
with
by
them
May
trunks on,
18th.
man. Don't do that, man, because we gonna the felonious footwear cam will be on.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, ma'am.
So tell us about your clothing line or your clothing brand.
My clothing brand is called Jada Chloe. It's the headline of the actual company of the other clothing lines that I have, which is my 2 oldest daughters, Jada and Chloe. It's a mixture of urban clothing and I should say apparel, and like women's, kids, basically everything. But and then it trickles down to my son. His name is Mason Mackay, so it's Mason Mackay, like Jeannie's company, and my daughter Carson. Hers is called Nisrat, so that's her name backwards.
Oh wow.
So
I like
it's
that.
it's but I'm still in the making of design and stuff. Like I had put out stuff before, but you know when you launch things, you gotta have. I just like to have everything organized. Like sometimes I will wing it, but I'll fuck money up. Like I ain't gonna lie, I do stuff with my money. So when I invest in it, and then I try to see it come back, it's not coming back the way I need it to do because I still got life shit to take care of. Right. So I'm not putting it on a back burner. I'm just trying to figure out
the best way to go about it.
Right. So I do have a Shopify page with a lot of the stuff on there: hats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, sweatsuits, stuff that I created, not just the stuff that they advertise on there for you to use. Like a lot of the stuff I created and put on the page. So all you gotta do is click the link in my bio or search Jada Chloe on Shopify and the store will pop up.
Okay, make sure I check them out, and I'm gonna also put it down there so y'all can check them out as well. Yeah. We also talked a little bit about rapping and battling, but I want to talk about the actual rap battle part of what you guys do, because you also are a part of Rap Battle League. Tell us about that aspect. Y'all got a lot going on. God dang, when do y'all sleep? Like, what do y'all like? Y'all had time for little old me today? Jesus Christ. Tell us about the rap battle.
So the battle rap is shout out to Stiz and the Battle Academy. I started working with them when they started the Battle Academy, and then further down the line we created our league, the Gas Chamber Battle League. Battle rap, like Chubb said, has been around forever, since guys were running around on the streets and battling face to face on the corner. So it's been around forever. The new age, I can't remember exactly what year, but battle rap changed to where it became a thing of on stage, in venues, on cameras, you having time to prepare for your opponent. Leagues start coming out of nowhere, people signing rappers and stuff like that. So it became a big thing, and now it's still big, and it's still evolving to this day. So we have a few artists that battle rap. We have arguably the #1 battle rap in the city, which is Shank Prezi. We have C Cash. We have Kane Black whenever he feels like battling. Whenever nephew feel like battling. We got Hannibal. What else we got? We got too many motherfuckers. Jurors. We got Jurors.
Y'all definitely pack out a house too.
Yeah, if I'm forgetting anybody. And we got the new kid we just bought, Rick B from New York. Shout out to Rick B. New kid from Rick B we just brought along. So those are the guys that that are on the team that represent and do their thing in battle rap. We started about 3 years ago. They're currently about 4 going on 4. Yeah, they're currently 112. I want to say 112, 113. About 112-9.
Okay.
Collectively, 112 wins and 9 losses. There's no battle rap collective in the city of Philadelphia that has ever done that. And if there's anybody who has, please show me the statistics, because I could show and prove and show all the stats of what I'm talking about, because every one of their battles was on a league and it's on YouTube. And if you have time, we can sit down and go through all that shit if you think I'm lying.
He said, I got receipts.
Yeah, for sure. So shout out to the guys for doing what they do. Then we have like the battle rap guys, and then we have the music side.
Mm-hmm.
A few of the guys that battle rap also make music. You know what I'm saying? So we got the Chubbs, we got the Techions, we got the Troubles, we got the Presleys, we got the Murder Mommies, we got the fucking it's so many. The gang know who they are. I can't. We love the gang. Shout out to the gang, man. But we just focus, man. Everybody just works. Everybody just working. Everybody just working. But the battle rap thing, we pushing along with it. What we're focused on now is the we're gonna bring the league back soon. We still work with Stiz with the Battle Academy. We're gonna bring our league back soon. We're gonna be focused on up and coming battle rappers, the guys who want to evolve and run this shit for the next 5 to 10 years. So we want to bring in, usher in the new guys, the guys who've been doing it for a long time. Salute to them, wish y'all the best, but we want to bring in the new guys who can't get on these platforms that they're on. They don't get the opportunities because somebody will tell them, well, you haven't battled this many people, or you haven't done this yet. So it's a lot of politics that go along with it. So I want to be the scissors in that shit. I want to cut through that shit and give these guys an opportunity to be able to level up and get their money and do what they got to do.
So what are you looking for? Like, if somebody came to you and was like, all right, I think I want to do this, what are you looking for in them to say whether or not you're going to take them on or not?
Well, first I would have to see what type of battle rap experience you have. I would have to see if you've battled before. If you've battled, you don't have to be on camera or on the league, but if you've battled face to face, that's enough experience for me. But now I have to see if you know how to adapt to the way this shit go now.
Why you laughing?
That pen got to be so.
Yeah, your pen
pen
got to be. But you gotta remember too, because there's a lot of guys who the pen might not be there, but a lot of guys have potential. You know, so if you can see the potential, so it's just like if you battle face to face and have the experience, it's like, okay, now we got to see if you can adapt to how this shit go now. It's rounds and preparing for your opponent, and you know, you got to see how it go, because the first time I hear you and I say, oh no, you sound like DNA, or you sound like there's nothing we can do. We need originality also. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that go into it. Then once I feel like you good, you still got to get past them. Like, I just can't say, yeah, I'm bringing you in. It's like, I'm like, I can vouch for you. But now when I sit you at the table in front of these guys, they got to say,
it gotta be
that's how I can walk you in the room. After I walk you in the room, bro, now you come out what they say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because it's like they gotta want to, you know what I'm saying? So that's how that go. Whether it's music or the battle rap, it's like I can walk you in the room, but it's like they gotta get the whole.
Right. I got you. But so you looking for the pin game?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I keep referencing back to the times before now, is because we really deciphered music when we created it. Like, we couldn't just say some shit and it fly.
Right.
Like, no,
Definitely.
you gotta have this. And I understand how it is now. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's a lot of stuff that I like that people do. But when it comes to battle rap, I want to hear the metaphors. I want to hear the punchlines. I want to hear the schemes. I want to hear. Yeah, I want to see if your energy matches the shit that you saying. I want to. You gotta. It's like an acting job. You know what I'm saying? And it's basically theater. So I want to see all of that shit within. You gotta make it believable. Basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could say a bunch of shit, but if it don't, and then it gotta make sense for me. Like, I sit there and listen to people. I'm the guy in the background. When I'm sitting back there and I'm listening to people when they doing the battles, I don't say shit. I sit back there and be like,
he the hard critic, boy. He the boy. Everybody be rapping, niggas be like, oh! He be like this.
I'm like, because
he's like, yo, that shit was hot.
Because a lot of the times these dudes say shit and it doesn't make any sense. Like, the schemes don't even go with what they how
I agree
they
with that.
It don't. So I'm trying to feel like, damn, what level of education did you have when you went to school? Like,
but you know what it is? It's watching. You know
He
what it
took
is?
it back to the. He said, "What school system did you have?"
But it's watching. It's watching somebody get away with it,
and they try to do it.
It's like, oh, he getting away with it. I can cut corners and get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
So now it becomes a pool of people trying to get away with shit, and it fucks everything up.
Yeah, like we need to.
Would you say that? Because honestly, I feel like a lot of the reasons we have bullshit in the music is because people are getting away with it, and it comes back to like that conversation of like gatekeepers or no gatekeepers. How do you feel about people who are like considered gatekeepers and basically like
I don't believe it.
I don't think it's a such thing.
I don't believe in that.
I think what we learned throughout our travels is this shit is built off of relationships, for one.
Mm-hmm.
You know that
Definitely.
for sure. But at the same time, times have changed. You don't really need a person to lean on to get you to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta understand how the system works.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us older guys, we was relying on the old ways until we learned some of the new ways to move forward. But I believe that, I mean, like, if they believe that somebody is hindering them from prospering, that's a self problem.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody don't have to do shit for you. Now, what we think people should do is some shit that we got going on with ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know Benny, but Benny don't gotta do none of the shit that he do for me because he has a choice.
Mm-hmm.
But the moral systems, the value systems that was in place for us growing up makes us, connect at that level to make us believe that that's supposed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we always reference shit to the drug game, but I got to because that's the most logical shit people understand.
Mm-hmm.
But if I got a connection or a hook or a plug or whatever they want to call it, and it's my connection, and this my man, and I'm getting some money, and he got a situation where he could get some money,
we gonna
get some money.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have to do that because I'm his man. Like,
Right.
no, nigga, you
That's
can
what
find
people-
your own way.
This is what people fail to realize. Everything is a choice, right? So if Chubb decides to say, you know what, I like the kid MC such and such from uptown, and Chubb say, I'm gonna back him, I like him, and Chubb say, I just booked out 10 hours for him to go get busy, right? What people gotta understand is that whether he got the money or not, that's still money he taking out his household
Right.
to put
Into
behind somebody else's dream.
Mm-hmm.
He could have took that money and bought his wife a watch. He could have took his kids and bought $5 worth of ice cream. He could have did anything. But people don't understand that people are taking money out of their households to help people. So my thing with the gatekeeping, I never believed in that. I look at that as a term that people made up because they can't push through or they give up on what they're trying to do, or the person that they think can help them, they finally approached them and asked for the help and they told them no. So now they feel like you look at that person like they the almighty and can get you through. So when you get to this person and they say, bro, I can't. Now you're like, oh man, no. It's no way. As long as there's money, as long as they print money, you can't stop a motherfucker with ambition from doing nothing. And you don't have to be rich. You could take, as long as you can book a venue, you can book a studio, anything that can bring income back in, nobody can stop you from doing shit. And that, I don't like that when people say the gatekeeper. There's no way in the world. Nobody can stop us from doing, nobody can stop nobody from doing shit unless you allow them to.
And I want to say something to Cat that, right? The problem with Philly artists is, I'm going to say, in my opinion, and I always say this shit, I don't give a fuck where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
They can't make records.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
That's just what it is. They can make songs, they can't make records.
Mm-hmm.
It's a difference between a song and a record. Yes, both are recorded, but when the last time you heard a hit record come out of Philly besides coming from Uzi or what's the boy name from West Philly? With the Cyrus song, the Billy Irish Joan. Drop top, some Billie Eilish. He got the Billie Eilish song. He's from West Philly.
I didn't even know he was from West Philly.
Yeah, but I'm saying that to say, like, most of the artists that's in Philly now that's coming up, or that's, that got some type of skill set, or they got a buzz and all that. The only thing that's hindering them from getting to that next level is they don't have a hot record, like, or a hot song that's going to hit the top 40, that's going to chart in the top 30 or the top 10. They just be having shit that the urban community can relate to, and it don't hit a nationwide or worldwide. And they blame that on gatekeeping. But
you can't be gatekept because the thing is, a lot of these artists don't know, and my homies, like a lot of my homies in business partners, they get mad at me a lot because they be like, yo, you be telling these motherfuckers too much, you be people get $1,000 an hour for that shit, like that, things like that. A lot of stuff is like, I don't care because they won't know the real shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna give them the real shit. But my thing is, if you believe in what you doing, you start something, finish that shit. Yeah. Don't look for the handout. Don't look for the handout. You can look for the help.
Right.
You can look for assistance. You can look for some direction. Don't look for the handout because two things can happen. The person that you think is one that can help you because you built it all up, they can tell you no. Second of all, they can tell you yeah, but when they tell you yeah, they're gonna want to restructure what you built. And a lot of times people have worked so long, they're like, fuck it, they give in because they want the money, but they don't restructure your whole shit now.
It's not even yours no more.
Not yours no more.
Yeah. And I know you wanted to get to something.
No, you good.
That's the messed up thing about that shit too. Like, I always say, don't look for the handout, just look for a handout. And people misinterpret that when you try to, engage into them type of conversations because motherfuckers always thinking you want something from them. Like, no, I just be wanting to be in a room. Put me in a room with people. Show me how to, let me get in and let me wiggle my way around.
Because you're going to wiggle past them. You're going to wiggle past
them. And that's another problem in itself.
That's another problem. See, but that's not gatekeeping. That's just pure hate.
Yeah.
That's
exactly what that is.
That ain't gatekeeping. You see, like, there's a difference between a motherfucker saying, "Oh, don't fuck with them. They on some nut shit over there." That's different versus a motherfucker just flat out saying, "I don't know that nigga. We in the same room. We from the same hood. We from the same company. The same. Our mothers know each other. Type shit. Everything." And you just like, I ain't helping that nigga. I don't.
Yeah, no.
And it happens because sometimes you be knowing the real people. You be knowing people who people really are. And they be afraid that you won't expose that type of shit when you get in them type of rooms with the people that they associated themselves with. And I ain't pointing out no particular people because somebody be watching this interview and be thinking, oh, that nigga talking about me, which I don't give a fuck.
Right.
But I'm saying I've been in those type of situations where you be kicking it with people and you be fucking with motherfuckers and you think y'all locked in and this shit don't be there. You know what I'm saying? Because they be in fear of you reaching a different level of life than them. So that shit just be pure. Like, that's not gatekeeping.
Yeah, that's definitely hate. They mistake hate with gatekeeping.
Yeah, it ain't that.
Well, for sure.
We're on sugar her.
Sure.
They do a lot, yo. We ain't even halfway through the list. Okay, so I want to get into the community work that you got going on before we end off. So you have the Ball Lane Youth. What you doing with the kids? What you doing? Talk to me.
So we got the Ball Lane Youth. Shout out to my man, Hollow Man, Skeeters, man. We had a meeting yesterday. My man Lav, he has a basketball thing too. I think it's called the Strive for Better Basketball League. So we're gonna mesh the Ball Lane Youth and the Strive for Better Basketball League together. And Lav's mom, forgive me, I can't think of his mom's name right now, but she's she has some political strings. She's gonna help help us get some things. So right now we're working on a 2-day tournament for the kids.
What's the age limits?
It's 10 to 15.
Okay.
No, 11 to 15. It's going to be 11, 13, 13, 15.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do a 2-day tournament for the kids, 3-on-3, 2-day tournament at 11th Street, down Erie Avenue. They have a new park that, shout out to the 76ers, they donated money, built a whole brand new park, basketball court and all that down there. So, yeah, we're going to do that for them. And then we put together a flag football league. We got the proposal written yesterday. We just got to go over, edit it, make sure it's right. So we're going to put the flag football together. And then we have we put together a dance thing for the kids too. It's going to be like a dance league where kids from all over the city have their own groups. They get to come challenge. It's going to be like a league. And we're going to build channels for all these things for these kids to be highlighted and seen, because now they have a thing called the NIL for people who don't know what they are. That's the name, image, and likeness, that these kids can make money now. Some of these kids are 12 and 13 years old and they make more than their parents.
Yeah, they out here. They got businesses.
Yeah, so, yes.
And they're selling stuff.
This is what we want to do, along with the education side of teaching these kids how to be prepared for the next stages in life financially, teaching them about getting their identification, opening a bank account, how to use a debit card, how to get a credit card when it's time to, and how to use a certain percentage of your credit card, not just use it because you have the money on there. How get them to understand how credit works. Just all the things that they're interested in, because we want to use all these sports to get into the kid. You feel what I'm saying? We want to use the sports as the gateway to see, outside of you doing sports, what you be doing when you're home. What do you like? What do you like to do? Or what do you wish that you had that you could do? A lot of these kids might want to paint. They might want to build model toys. But what it is, it's not the hip thing to do. So if I feel like Chubb don't think it's cool, I'm not going to do it. But if I get put in a room around a bunch of other kids that's doing it, and it's cool to them, it's cool to me now. So if that's the way we got to go to provide it, then that's what we're going to do. So that's what we're trying to do with that. And also my man Mel, Big Hustle Sports, he got the gym up Boulevard, Bustleton. He is offering the services with the gym. He does training with the kids for basketball and all kinds of stuff. So that's what we're working on for the kids right now. And we also have a program where we're doing with the music, with the resources we have, like DJ Revolver, a couple producers, Chubb, Prezi, a few other people that are going to teach the kids how to properly write a song. The beat makers will properly teach them if they're interested in how to produce, DJing. You want to be a manager, you want to be an A&R, you want to be a road manager. You may want, you know what I mean? So we want to set all these things up and find out what do these kids want to do and give them a crack at it.
I like that, because it's also like opening the doors to other stuff, because you see the manager, you see the artist, but you don't see the road manager or, all the behind the scenes that make the big shit possible. So I like that. And I like that you're also teaching them that, because it's a lot of kids who do want to get in studios and who do want to make music and stuff, but don't even they
don't have a way to do it.
Know where to
and
start.
Their parents can't afford $50 an hour and all that. So it's like we get it.
You gotta be coachable though.
Yeah.
And we ain't trying to tell nobody how to rap. You could rap how you want. We just want you to show you how to structure. That's it. Because
I'm not gonna lie. I've definitely heard of some couple artists that are like they're rapping, they're doing their thing, but it's like it's not together, or it's not on the beat, or it's not like. So that is important, like structuring it and making sure it's actually all of that. So I like that y'all doing that.
Tour.
All right, sure.
I like tour. I like tour.
Tour.
Tour nice. I like tour.
All right. So OG, you got an event coming up May 18th. Tell us about that.
Yeah, May 18th, we got the song battles back on the stage. We're bringing them back. We was doing them previously a couple years ago, but tornadoes and all that stuff. Now tornadoes is going, the sun is shining again. So we back. May 18th, we got the live song battles. We got, I don't really want to give away the matches, but the matches will be dropping this week. Okay. But Yeah, just stay tuned. Just follow Chichi, follow me, and you'll find out. But yeah, we back with the song battles. They're gonna keep going on. Right after that, we have Gas Gang and Friends concert coming up.
Ooh.
And we will have the Gas Festival will be back this summer.
Oh, so you outside?
We outside.
Oh, we outside.
We
We
outside.
outside. Tell us what you got coming up.
Everything Benny got going.
He said wherever he at, I'm there. So just make sure you pop out. You already know the vibes.
And, you know, we talked about doing some things, so we got some things we're gonna do when we get warm too, Chief. So we talked about doing some stuff.
Damn. So just make sure y'all are locked and loaded.
Yeah.
That is our interview for today. Make sure y'all tap in with OG Benny and Chubbs on all platforms. Y'all can follow me at Chichi_Mejias. And make sure y'all tap in this week. We are outside all weekend. So just make sure y'all tap into the calendar, check out the page, make sure y'all subscribe and all that good stuff. Y'all can check out the Chichi No Show on all platforms: YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, Threads, Instagram.
Everywhere.
Whatever, yeah,
So
you
y'all
know,
following
yeah.
Chi everywhere. We appreciate
Everywhere.
you, Chi.
Yeah, no
We
problem.
Definitely appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all, because, you know, like OG said, you don't do a lot of interviews, so, we stamped over here.
When they do interviews, I sit in the back of my business.
Let them know where they can find y'all and tap in.
You can find me on PIP, Lil Blanco on Instagram, Benny Blanco on Facebook. I don't really be on there too much. You can find me on, I don't even know what it is on TikTok. I believe it's Gas Gang on TikTok. But my main page is PIP Lil Blanco on Instagram. And just stay tuned for what we got, man. You see anything with them 2 A's in the middle of that gas, that's us, man.
Yeah, if you hear anybody yelling big
Yeah,
gas, too.
let me say something real quick. Hold up. I've been noticing, I've been getting word that people have been running around, putting in their stories and at events yelling big gas and all. Since when? We don't know. Y'all ain't never been.
You don't know. Tell them again.
This is the original big gas right here. Like, don't do that. Don't run. Now, listen, if you're saying it because you're supporting us, we love you. We appreciate it. We really do. But if you're saying it and you're stealing, your mother's feet stink.
Hey, yo.
That's all we can say.
I thought he was about to say, I'm going to get my lawyer and something. That's your...
No. See, if I see it on some papers or something like that, now we go to court.
Yeah,
Don't do it.
y'all heard what he said. Shout out, let them know where they can find
You
you.
can follow me at Chubb Montega 215, and just basically, I'm on everything with Chubb Montega. That's CHUBB MONTEGA. Make sure y'all follow me, subscribe to my YouTube page, and tap into my music, man. You know what I'm saying? You might be on the highways. You might need some shit that you can ride and listen to for 9 hours, because I got about 1,000 hours worth of music. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all follow me and tap in. And again, I appreciate you for having me.
Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. All right, y'all, that's our episode. Make sure y'all tap in next week. We got Phoenix coming to the studio. We out. Usually I would have my music and everything. Astro fired again.